Hello. Just a quick video just to say about I didn't really discuss reversals as I should have done in that last video, and also apologies for like what was going on. I have no idea what was happening with my throat chakra there. I was repeating myself and saying naughty things, and I was just making myself crack up. Yeah. Yeah. So I just thought I'd clarify with this video. So reversals. Somebody in the comments on YouTube asked me about it, so I just thought I'd just put something out there. And also, I mentioned that I was gonna like mention something about it, and I forgot. And we had 3 reversals. We had the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We had the 8 of Swords reversed in that last reading, and that's for the 27th of December. So for those of you who are watching this a bit out of time, check out the reading for the 27th of December. And the 10 of Wands reversed. Yeah, so we had 3 quite important reversals. Now, in the respect of the Major Arcana is usually like a blockage, I would say, in my own interpretation of a reversal. In this respect, I felt I did see a wheel that had been jammed. If I was to think about it visually, I try not to, which is really interesting because I'm mainly clairvoyant. But I saw a kind of jamming, and then it seemed with the imagery of the card, particularly Kim Kranz's artwork, I just felt like, which is the World Unknown decks, and I just sense this like something happening, you know, in darkness, something when you don't know it, things are happening. That's the sense I got from that card. So it's a lot to do with my own intuition when it comes to reversals. It's not just to do with the technicality of like, oh, a card is reversed, this must mean that. I think of it as either a blockage, so it means that either it's an extremity or it's either the opposite. And then I marry it or match it or try to like see if you can see my Capricorn brain going. Then I try to like analyze and see whether or not that there is any matches to any of the upright 78 cards in the tarot. So if it means the same, if there's any other card that means the same thing, then that means that that card is not that's not the meaning of what it's trying to tell me. So I try and go from that, if that helps. And you know, totally with the imagery of each of the decks, that tells me so much more. So it just gives me more insight. It's a very personal thing. In terms of technicality, it's absolutely up to you if you want to read reversals. Tomato, tomato. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so subjective. So there's no way that I can, you know, I don't believe either way is wrong or right. I just feel like everybody's just got their own way of doing it. And it's an art form, isn't it? In terms of storytelling. So for me, I enjoy the fact that I've got another 78 meanings to like attribute to these incredible images. And it also is such a really interesting dynamic to the story. Even when the card is faced like sideways, that also gives me, and I think also because I read with the my first spread, which I was doing for years, was the Celtic Cross. I did that for years, and I was so scared to go beyond that. And because like one of the first things that you do is the cross, so that it crosses. So this gave me an extra dynamic to the actual idea of a card crossing the initial card. The initial beginner card. So that to me tells me that the position of the card is is significant. That's what I was taught. And I was taught by someone really cryptic, and it was really difficult. So there was a lot to learn. You know those teachers that like, they're like, you know, really silent and they don't tell you much, like, you know, in films, that they're just really difficult people, and then you end up learning like so much, and you're like, oh my god, thank god for that. But at the time you're just like, oh, like what's going on? So that was That was my take on that. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for watching. I can't condense really my knowledge of reversals into a 5-minute video. I'll probably do like a deeper, more extensive thing on it. But otherwise, until then, you have a wonderful day and I will speak to you soon. Big love.